Hey y'all, what's
Hey.
up? This is the sis, or one of two sisters. This is Caitlin. She's the one who's in cosmetology school, and we're actually picking up her kid today. It's so exciting!
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Good morning, y'all, and happy start of week 4 of esthetician school. It's Erica Elisabeth. Welcome to my channel, and y'all, it is 12th night today. I know that doesn't mean much to anybody in the rest of the world outside of Louisiana, but this is the official start of Mardi Gras. Yes, Mardi Gras parades have been canceled in the city of New Orleans. I know that 2 parades here in Slidell have canceled, but fingers crossed that we still have something. I mean, when in doubt, everybody's selling king cakes. We've got our beads. Everyone's going to be dressing up. We're going to have fun whether there are parades or not. And when I mean fun, I mean like eating king cake every single day, having a different king cake every week, and diets do not start in Louisiana until Ash Wednesday. I will just say that. Okay, so enough about Mardi Gras and excitement about what could or could not happen. This is the start of week 4 of esthetician school, and last night got an email from Miss Maya talking about what our week is going to look like. So today we are doing virtual, hence why I'm in my office in my room. We are going to be reviewing chapter 5.1. That is basic anatomy, the structures of the cell. You know, I don't want to sound cocky, but it's simple stuff. You got the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. Whoop-de-whoop. We are going to be going over chapter 5.2, which if I look in my note, or if I look in my textbook, which is here on my iPad, and I do not have that opened, 5.2 is more of the basic body systems, but we're going to be focusing on the skull. We're going to be talking about the cranium and different sections of it and whatnot. I mean, this is going to be review from my medical billing and coding. This kind of stuff, I mean, it's like 50% there, but you know, I'm still going to study as if this is brand new to me. We're going to be talking about the cervical vertebrae, your spine, what, you know, starting in the neck, the hyoid. That was something that that my family and I, we learned from watching Bones. For those who don't know, Bones is forensic science and like how they can determine the crime and find out how the crime has happened just based on skeletal remains. And the hyoid, if the hyoid was ever mentioned, like, oh, the hyoid's broken, you automatically knew that the person died by strangulation. Little lanyap info, probably going to win you $1 million on Jeopardy. We're going to be going over the skeletal system. Again, thank you, Melly, for those notes. I'm going to be using them again. And talking about muscles. It's going to be a lot. I'm assuming this is what we're going to be focusing on for the main part of the first half of our day. And then we're going to be going over skincare 101, and we're going to review the sensitive facial protocol because Thursday and Friday we're going to be on campus, and that means we are going to be doing facials all the day, all day long. The way Ms. Maya explained it is that it's going to be cut in half. We're going to be partnered with someone so that when we give a facial, we'll be receiving one, you know, when it's all done. But with 18 of us in a class, that's a lot, and we still need to practice social distancing and safety. So yeah, it's going to be cut in half. Half the people will be doing facials with their partners, and the other half we will be doing book work, homework, and studying, which I am not upset about that. Anatomy is a really big subject, and it's very, very important. Like I mentioned in my previous video, how yes, estheticians, we focus on the décolleté up, and we don't go into full-on massages. Like, yes, we will, you know, give small reduction massages to relax the body, but once again, it's all connected. Like people who have stress problems, I'm in that group. You can have headaches, you can have chest pain, and you can have pain that results in other areas of your body that's not just, you know, all up here. So Really, really excited about being on campus for 2 days. And then Saturday, we're going to have our chapter 5.1 and 5.2 tests. And then we're going to be jumping into chapter 7, which if I can jump ahead, that's going to be on chemistry. Of all the sciences, chemistry and physics were not my strong suit. Chemistry, I took my sophomore year. And the one thing that I really liked was when we studied about volcanoes and we learned about Krakatoa, but then doing stoichiometry. Again, I'm a numbers kind of girl, so doing the math and all that and trying to figure it all out, I loved it. But it's been a good long time since I took a chemistry class. So I've got a few more minutes until I have to sign into my Zoom class. So I'm going to log off and I will check back in with y'all at lunchtime and tell y'all how everything is going. I've got a whole bunch of coffee. I've got my second cup of coffee right here. And then I also have my giant water bottle, which I've been filling up with tea and lemonade and water. And mom was rocking it on that water game. So very proud of myself. As you can see, washing my face 2 times a day, drinking water. And honestly, I've been doing minimal makeup. Like if I don't feel like doing makeup, then the very least that I do is put on mascara. But today I did my eyeliner. This took less than 5 minutes to do, and I feel like I am looking a whole lot better. That is one thing that I've heard about SCology school, is when you start doing that, your skin is going to improve. So this is a note to people who plan to go into esthetician school and do all this, is take pictures, whether it's on a daily basis or a weekly. Be your own case study, because when you start learning this stuff and you start practicing it on yourself, you are going to have great portfolio pictures, and that will help you further along when you start looking for jobs. And that's going to help with your client, with your clientele as well. Like you can actually show before and afters, and it's not just, oh, this is what I did on someone else. Like, look, I am practicing what I'm preaching. And so that's also going to build trust with your clients as well. So see y'all back at lunchtime.
And this is where it starts. The length, I have 10. And metatarsals then. I got some tucks too. I'll put them in my shoe. She's down in my trunk. The fibula is next. According to my text, then comes the tibia. That ain't no fibia. And now I'm up to my knee. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The sucker tell it to me. We're doing the phone thing. Study the answers again and again till I get it right.
Hey y'all, all right, so lunchtime update. We studied a whole lot of systems in the body. We did the digestive, respiratory, reproductive, circulatory, nervous system, endocrine, exocrine, never mind. I need my cup of coffee right now. That is one word that I am struggling to say, which is so weird. But yeah, we went through each system and like, what do they do? And we got a little bit more specific about each system. We did talk about the circulatory system, and that involves, respiratory. But circulatory is all about blood and how it travels from the heart and brings nutrients to the body, all that. But we kind of got into the subject of, when you were a kid, did you ever, you got a cut or a scrape, or you pricked your finger and then your friend did it, and it's just like, here, let's be blood sisters. Like, yeah, may have done that. And I kind of made references like, oh yeah, they did that in The Craft and The Divine Secret of the Yeah Sisterhood. It's just like, you know what, movies did it, we're good. It's not like, oh, some horrible thing that us kids imagined doing and we just did it. No. But I busted up laughing when we started talking about the nervous system and the medulla oblongata. If y'all don't get it, I was thinking of the movie The Water Boy, and how, do people know why alligators are so ornery? Mama says alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush. But no, The alligators are ornery. They're extra aggressive because their medulla oblongata is enlarged, so that's going to give that more aggressive behavior. But it's a good thing that my audio was muted, because I'm just sitting there laughing, thinking about it. I didn't tell anyone about it, but I was just like, the medulla oblongata, oh boy. All right, so the reason why I'm in my car, I'm not on campus, but running errands and picking up stuff to make dinner tonight. That's one thing I do like about having doing virtual, because right now in New Orleans, I'm in Slidell, which is I'm a 30-minute drive away from my school, but New Orleans has gone back to phase 1, so it's just like go figure, in time for Mardi Gras we're all shut down again. Personal opinions on that, but I will not put that in this video. But while everyone's being safe, I'm able to do stuff around the house. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. Like, I have laundry started. I was able to do a couple chores during our wellness, and I'm able to run to the grocery store and get stuff for dinner and have that ready by the time that I pick up Arthur and both of my parents are home from their jobs. So grateful, but at the same time it's also a little distracting, because it's like, okay, I can, I've got an hour, so I can and not focus on school stuff when I should be doing that. So need to find that harmony in there. So yes, this afternoon, I think we're going to be doing more, reviewing the normal to sensitive facial, because we will be doing those on each other next 2 days. But yeah, let me get stuff ready for dinner, grab some water, maybe snack on a bag of chips or something, and log back in. So I will keep y'all updated. Y'all, this is Kim. She's gonna be doing my facial. Don't worry, I'm decent. But no. Yeah. We're gonna be doing some, what are we doing?
Facials. We're doing a little bit of everything: cleanser, exfoliating, purification, correction, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. We're doing a normal to sensitive. We're doing
normal to sensitive.
Yeah, normal to sensitive. All of us, we're gonna be getting we're gonna be trying out every single facial.
I done named everything, huh?
You named the steps, so you know what you're doing.
At least all right.
She knows what she's doing, so I'm in good hands. Okay, so post-facial, yes, I was one of those that fell asleep and snored. Yay me. But Brittany she did a really good job.
She snored.
Yeah. I knocked out for like, what, 5 minutes? But it was like the best nap ever. But no, like, my skin feels smooth. We did note some pink undertones, which I never noticed before. I did hear, a little bit of enlarged pores in the nose area, which I know about, but so excited. It was really, really great. Props to Kim. Major props. Major props to Kim. Not Brittany. It's Kim.
Yeah, it's Kim. Okay. We're at school. We'll be finishing June. Y'all come to see me. And come to see her too.
Yeah, in fact, she's launching a beauty line.
Yes,
with
I'm
makeup.
yes, Roxy Cosmetics. On launch January 11th. So by the time you see this, it'll be launched.
I upload these on Tuesday, but I will link all of her information in the description down below.
Yes, thank you so much.
And her Instagram, all her info. It'll be in the description. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday morning, and whew, what a night. I ended up having some problems with my insulin pump. The little cannula that goes into my stomach got bent, and stressed out about last night with some stuff going on in my family. My sister's house caught on fire, but everyone's safe. They're all good, and just that, and worrying about school and all that, really stressed out, and blood sugar problems led to dehydration. So your girl is chugging her Powerade this morning. No, this is not sponsored, but this is a lifesaver for us diabetics when we get into diabetic ketoacidosis. All right, so enough personal talk. Let's talk about school. So yesterday we did facials. I started the day giving one to Kim, who was my partner for the week, and I thought it went really, really well. Kim has amazing skin. It is smooth. It is so soft. She does have some hyperpigmentation from acne on her the cheekbone area, or as we call it, the zygomatic muscles, because we are studying anatomy, and boy, it is like, I've got the skeletal system, I've got the facial muscles and nerves, but it's like the rest of the body. I know my body systems, but the muscles and specific nerves, it's kind of getting to me, but I'm studying this chapter really, really hard, and I am going to get it. I've conquered it most of the way, but going to knock it out even better. But Kim also has like some blackheads in her nose area. She's concerned about her skin being dry, especially for the winter time, which is very, very common. Let's see, her nose was there were some dry patches, but doing the skin analysis, like, it's real, just doing the facial, actually doing it and seeing what we're going to be doing and how we can help people with their skin, it was so much fun. I will be honest, like, I started the day like the big old magnifying glass with the light and the steamer. We don't use the steamer just yet, but just the magnifying glass and the bright light, I'm like, I can only imagine what they're gonna say about my skin. Oh my goodness. But then, like, when I got it onto Kim, I'm just like looking at her pores and everything, checking her skin out, checking her temperature, her tone, and the texture of her skin, and she felt pretty cool, which was nice. But it was probably because we were having some really cold weather here in Louisiana. Her texture, like I said, it was smooth, and temperature, tone, and her tone, again, those dark spots from acne, it was, how was it? Post-inflammatory, just meaning that there was some marks and some swelling from her acne. But it was really, really nice. And then, like, afterwards, after we did the normal to sensitive facial, like, her skin was glowing. We used so many products. We did 2 face masks, and I swear, y'all, there was light bouncing all over those cheekbones. I was admiring it, and oh boy. So then we had our lunch break. Arthur, can you please turn that volume down? Arthur is sitting on the bed while I am doing this. We are doing our tests, but I wanted to do this this bit of the video very, very quickly while we still have time. Arthur, please turn that volume down. Thank you. Thank you, my big boy. All right, so then we had lunch, and then it was my turn for a facial, and oh boy, what a mistake that was, because I had a pretty big lunch. I had a sandwich, salad, fruit, and then I also had iced tea. So my belly was full, and then it was my turn to get the facial, and I was so relaxed, y'all. Like, in that clip that I put before, I actually knocked out for about 5 minutes, and I started snoring. So I am one of 2 people in our class of 18 that snores when we sleep. And, like, I remember, like, Kim was putting on the second mask, and I'm like, this is nice, this is nice, and I zonk out, and then I just felt myself snoring here in my throat. I'm like, I woke up, and I'm just like, uh-oh. But it was so funny. Like, people can go and make a joke about that. I don't care. Like, Kim did a really, really great job on my face. We did notice the enlarged pores on my nose area, which I know about. That's something that I'm concerned about. And I do want to shrink those as best as I can so that, you know, we don't have those blackheads. We did note that I do have a pink undertone in my skin, which was a little bit concerning to Kim at first when she was looking at my face. But then Miss Maya, she comes and she helps with our skin analysis, and she's like, yeah, she does have a pink undertone, especially here in the dry areas of her face. But notice that it's also on her neck and in her chest area. So it's nothing to be too concerning about. And I'm just like, whatever, you know, when I'm not, you know, when I'm tan, when I lay out in the sun, which I got called out for, she's like, you lay out in the sun, don't you? I'm like, yes, I spend a lot of time out there and I don't use my sunscreen, which we need to be using sunscreen, yo. We need to. Everyone needs sunscreen, sunblock. You need it. Trust me. But it was just overall really, really nice. And, you know, despite all the stress that I was dealing with yesterday, even getting home with the traffic and whatnot, my skin still felt great. And then when I woke up this morning, I really didn't want to wash my face, but I knew I had to. So I just did a nice basic cream face wash and then did some serums. I didn't do a whole entire facial system. I'll probably save that for later tonight when we have the squad over at the house. Anybody who doesn't know, the squad is when we have 2 of my nieces and my nephew. Sometimes we do have my other 2 nephews when they are with my sister and her husband. But the squad is all the grandkids, and that does include Arthur. And sometimes we call them the Barbarian Horde because they're just that intense, but we love them, and that's why we make great fun nicknames for them. So yeah, just finished my chapter 5 anatomy quiz. There were 2 parts. We had chapter 5.1 and then we had chapter 5.2. We did end our day yesterday doing the little quiz, Kahoot quiz, which was 50 questions, and we had rewards for the top 3. Nadia, who she is from Georgia in Eastern Europe, she knocked that quiz out of 50 questions. She got 1 wrong. She had streaks going, y'all. But she got first place. I ended up getting second place. I missed 10 questions, and it's just, little here or there, like, oops, I hit the wrong button because I was so excited and like, but no, I missed 10 questions, came home and studied. And then Bryn, she is absolutely gorgeous. Like, fingers crossed I get partnered up with her because I want to look at her skin and have some fun with it. And all the girls that I'm in class with, we're so much fun. Like, we joke, we laugh, and some of us, we were supposed to start school in September, but classes got filled or something happened, and we ended up starting school in December. And it's like, you know what? I'm so glad that I started class this time, because these are the people that I'm laughing, I'm learning, and I'm having fun with, and it's making school so much more fun and so much easier. Like, we were joking, like, every time that, a bunch of us missed a question, it's just like, okay, whose house are we going to? And we're having a studying sleepover. Where are we going? But yeah, with the test, okay, let me clarify this. Quizzes are like short little assignments to help, make sure that you've retained the information from the chapters. And then tests are the big one. Tests are the ones that, like, for example, 5.1 was 20 questions, and the second one was 50 questions. And the Kahoot challenge that we did yesterday, that kind of helped us with this one, with the 50 question one. But anyways, Nadia ended up getting a bottle of face wash of a cleanser that you can use not only to cleanse your face, but you can use it as a body wash. And if you take the cleanser and then do 2/3 water, you have a foaming hand wash. Nadia got that. And then Bryn and I, we got to choose between 2 oils. It was really funny. It was like, we just grabbed the oil and then, oh, which one do you want? I don't know. And so we just kind of like took one, opened it, we smelled it, and we're both like, ew, no. So we swapped, and it's just like, okay, yes, that's acceptable. So it was really great. It was a really great fun day. And now we are on to virtual. We already got told that with New Orleans being back in phase 1, a lot of things have changed. Personally, I do know that my dance class, or my dance ensemble, those rehearsals have been null and void until further notice, until we get out of phase 1, which is very, very sad. I mean, I'm not able to go to my classes, but I still keep in touch with everyone, and I like to see videos of what's going on. And the fact that we can't be in the studio, we can't be around our dance family, it's really, really sad. And we're hoping that COVID and everything gets better and that we can resume normal life. But we did get told that next week on Wednesday and Thursday, we will be on campus, and therefore Friday and Saturday, we will be virtual. And the following week is going to be the same thing, which makes sense, because even if we were on campus full time, if we were on campus all 4 days, how the classes would go is we would do theory, all the book work and studying would be in the AM, and then we would do practical and practice these facials on each other in the evening or in the afternoon. So the fact that we are half on, half off, you know, okay, 2 days of just straight book work, you're good, and then 2 days of actually practicing what you're studying, it works out. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just a different kind of format. Next week we will be doing the normal to dry facial, which for people like me with dry skin, yes. And then next week the week after that, we are doing waxing. Thank God, because we have been going 3 weeks without waxing, and I'm starting to look like Bigfoot on my legs. My arms are not too bad. I mean, I do shave them because that was something that I kind of struggled with when I was little. I had really dark black hair on my arms and I got made fun of it. So that's why I shave it. Now it's not so bad. And armpits. Oh my goodness, my armpits. I'm so embarrassed. Like the fact I'm even wearing a tank top that's, you know, I'm home, I can do this, but when I'm out, like I will put something on with sleeves, I'll put on a jacket because no one is seeing this. I'm not even going to show it to y'all. I know I've showed my armpits before on camera, but I'm not doing it this time. No. So I'm really, really excited for the next 2 weeks of school. So that is it for right now. About to go back into Zoom class, and let's see how the rest of the day goes. If we're going to be doing more of chapter 5, or if we're going to be learning from Miss Helga webinar. I don't know. I will keep y'all updated later today. Bye. Hey y'all, so it is Sunday. I just got home from work and I wanted to hop on and fill y'all in on what happened the rest of Saturday. So we did our chapter tests, and then after I did my video, or after I did my little recording, we jumped into chapter 7, which is all about chemistry. And in, you know, to kind of tie with that, we went even more into ingredient knowledge. Your girl was very, very happy with that. But yeah, chemistry, you've got to know what your ingredients are and what they're going to do, how they're going to benefit the skin, what they can do for the skin. So something that Miss Maya had us do was, go pick a skincare product that you have in your house, because we were doing a virtual class. And I went and I grabbed my absolute passion fruit coconut oil. And, you know, we talked about, you know, most of the time you need a base for your product, something that's going to hold it all together. And most of the times when you're looking at skincare products, the first ingredient is water. We learned all about labeling, how that's done, and again, kind of going into the science of all of it. You know, talking about carbohydrates, proteins, fats, lipids, saccharides, and all of that. And just I could talk about this for hours, but I'm going to try to limit myself because some people, they read through the entire ingredient list on their product. And an example was someone had a CBD lip oil balm, or a lip balm. It wasn't a lip oil balm. It was a CBD oil lip balm. That's how it was labeled on the product. But then you go and look at the ingredients, and it was a vegan product, but CBD oil was not the first ingredient. In fact, it was one of the last ingredients on the list, meaning that there was a much lower percentage of that product, of the oil, in that entire lip balm. I think the base of it was shea butter. I don't remember, but it was just like, you know, that's why you've got to read your labels, because you had this lip balm and you thought it was pure, you know, it was so much more CBD oil, when not so much. And you know, just those sort of things that not only as estheticians, but just as people, we should be aware of. This is why I highly encourage people to read their ingredients on their products, and why I love learning about ingredients. And I even messaged, put on the chat room, I'm like, hey, if there's an ingredient that you would like me to learn about, you know, let me know and I will make a video about it. And Ms. Maya was like, Erica, let's not jump the gun, because y'all are going to have homework where you're assigned an ingredient. I'm like, oh, no. I'm not doing anyone's homework. This is strictly for me, my entertainment, and for my YouTube channel. Not only do I research the ingredient, but I like to look at the history, the names, and everything else about it. I do a little bit more in depth. And again, it's just fun. I love learning about this stuff. And so people are like, ooh, let you know, they got excited. And then it also, you know, got me excited because again, it's something that I really enjoy doing. But yeah, talked about chemistry, we talked about elements, we even talked about the periodic table of elements. I'm just like, okay, I was not this excited about chemistry back in high school, but you know, being older and wiser, you know, this is, yes, so much fun. We learned about pH scale, pH balance, bases, acidity, alkaline, all of those lovely, lovely words. And I'm going through my textbook on here really quick. Talked about solutions, solvents, mixtures, and the way that products can be presented, whether it's a stick or how cosmetic ingredients are presented. Like, what is it? There's stick, there's powder, there's a whole lot more. But yeah, chapter 7 is really, really, it's a lot of information, but it's stuff that I feel most people already know. It's just going a little bit more in depth and explaining it to you. And then after that, of course, we watched the webinar video of Miss Helga going through and explaining the normal to dry facial. Again, we will be going on campus on Wednesday and Thursday to do these facials on each other, and then most likely doing more book work because we do 2 days so that half the class, you know, we're partnered up. So half the class, they do facials on each other while the other half does book work. And then the next day we flip it around. But yeah, really, really excited. Let's see, skin renewal agents, hydroxy acids. Yeah, we talked about emollients, humectants, and what was it? Xanthan gum. Xanthan gum, people see that on their list and they're just like, oh, I don't want that in my skincare. Xanthan gum is a thickener, especially when you have your products when the first ingredient is water. You need thickeners so that there's, you know, so it's not just pouring water and wasting product on your face. Xanthan gum, another way that you can think of it is like if you're making chicken tortilla soup. Yes, you got your tortillas, flour, cornstarch, all of that are really great thickening agents. But you can also use corn tortilla, or you can use tortilla chips, corn tortilla chips, and that's going to thicken your soup up as well. That's one reason why when you go to restaurants and you get a chicken tortilla soup, they will have those chips on the side or in it to make it all nice and thick and give you that comfort feeling, which I just love, you know, little random facts like that. We talked about sunscreen, antioxidants, hydroxy acid, botanical color agents, just a lot of information. And yes, I'm taking the weekend to study and really absorb this because I have a feeling that when we show up to campus on Wednesday that we will be quizzed on this. So that is the wrap of week 4. I can't believe I've been in school for an entire month. So that means that there are 5 months left until graduation, and y'all, we are like almost midway through January, and it's like, wait a second, January, Mardi Gras season just started. We have February, and then March we start taking clients. Like, oh my goodness, I feel like we just started, but at the same time, so much has gone on. So if y'all are enjoying this series, please let me know. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe down below. Hit this cute little logo, the 2 E's, to subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you know when my video is up. Trying to stay on top of the algorithm and be really good about all this, blah, 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 technical talk, whatever. Is there an ingredient that y'all would love to know the history about? I ask this all the time on my ingredient knowledge playlist, but I'm opening up to everyone who is watching this series. Again, it's something that I absolutely love doing and creating. That's a big thing. I love creating and sharing. Let me know in the comments, and I will list all my social media down below as well, along with Kim's contact information. She's the one who did my facial. She is amazing. She's so friendly, and I'm very, very lucky to be in class with her. Kim also has a cosmetics line. I think it's Roxy Cosmetics or Roxy Beauty. But all that information will be down in the description. And I hope y'all are enjoying this. I know I'm having fun. It's a lot, and I can't wait to see where all, how everything goes from here on out, because 2021, recent events, a lot has happened, and I'm personally going to make this the best year ever. I know a lot of people say that every year, oh, new year, new me. No, it's a bigger, better me and a bigger, better year. So hope to see y'all here next time. And y'all remember to take time for yourself each and every day to live, adventure, and pamper. Bye.